Look, I must say I'm a little bit, disappointed when I heard it. But to be quite honest, I don't care. I don't really care simply because we are here, we're in the business of football. You understand what I'm saying? And when I listened to him carefully, or to what was said on radio, the problem started when he was sick. So if I am to break it down, how it all started, it's simple. He's actually exposing himself, because that weekend we were playing against Lucas Suarez. I was also sick, and then Coach Sheppy followed. And when we were supposed to play a game that won the Cape Town City, I was still recovering, Coach Sheppy was still recovering. And when you look at the starting 11 that played against Swallows, Tiantia was in the team. Happy Mashiano went in. Most of the youngsters played because already we had COVID cases, and unfortunately the following week that number, increased. And I was one of those who was sick. And we had to play a game, I think, against Arrows after the Cape Town City game that we couldn't because we didn't have players. And just before my first day back at training, because now there was obviously a pressure that was coming from outside that we should play in terms of the rules that time. I don't know how I may put it. We had to now get the 11 players, and that time, if my memory serves me well, we had only few players to play. When I arrived at training, we had 7 players that were available to play, and those 7 players, some of them, were just recovering, just like me, coming from COVID situation, and fortunately, some of the players who were also part. If you are in close contact, you know that you have to sort of isolate. So some of the players that came back that time, I think we managed to have about 13 players. 13 players who were not fit to ready. Were not fit and ready to play. 13 players who were battling, some of them, and we knew that there was no way that they could even last in the game. We were actually taking, chances. Now we had to come up with a starting 11. And the starting 11, the team couldn't balance in terms of the positions, So we had to take players like Jabulo Blom into the middle. We had to start with Nkosing Ngobo. We had to start with many other players who were not playing regularly, And we only trained for one day, if my memory serves me well. We trained for one day, and then we played against Skukune, and then we won against Kukune. And as other players now, seniors, we're also now recovering. And the following game, the next game, I don't know, guys, please help me. Who we played against? Was it Royal AM? I don't think it was Royal. Was it Royal AM? Because I think we played 2 games. And then we went to Royal AM. We lost 1-0. Yes, we lost 1-0. And that time, when you have players who were much fitter than those who were sick, there was no way we could play players who were not ready to play 90 minutes. We had to manage some. You understand what I'm saying? So, but at some point we were told, no, you have to play this one. So how can you want to tell people to play so and so who are not ready when you are sitting at home, you are also sick? And then you come and say, the team was going the other direction, then we came in and changed, things. And no, those were the players who were available. And those players were available and fit for the game against Royal AM.
Arthur, I'm just going I'm sorry to prolong it, Kangan.
Yeah.
After the CAF Champions League final, of course, the fans were saying he spoiled the stew because you guys and Sheppy were taking the team all the way until Coach Baxter sat on the bench. Then you lost the final. Is it something that has anything to do with this whole beef that is happening between former coach and the club currently?
No, I don't think that could be the reason. we obviously went into the final hoping that we would win the Champions League. It doesn't matter who was the head coach on the day. We were all part of it. When we lost as a team. If we were to win it, we were going to win it as a club. So it wasn't about Arthur Zwane or Stuart Baxter or Coach Sheppy. You understand what I'm saying? So if he can elaborate as to when he says we backstab him, how? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we thought we were working with someone that we can learn from, someone that will be our mentor, and you understand what I'm saying? So that is why I'm breaking it down for you now to say, when you look back, that was the situation that time. Those were the players who were available, who were played by him when I was not there, when I was sick against Swallows. So we had to continue because we had just beaten Swallows 3 or 4 in that, I think. Then we had now those challenges where many players now, the number increased in terms of COVID cases. And we had to continue where we left off with those who were available for selection. Others were not available. They did not even come and sit on the bench. We had to take him to Duze and Fabian, Eden Makati from the development, just to have numbers in terms of substitutions. And unfortunately, we're discussing this today. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit disappointed because people, they must just honor. If things did not work out, they did not work out. You don't have to shift the blame and point fingers. He's the one who said he didn't want the young players. You understand? And I don't know why he was saying that. But if you want us to challenge him head on, then we'll do it. Because they come here and disrespect us and expect us to keep quiet.
Arthur, I'm sorry for actually evoking that emotion. This matter is far from over, but may you just please let it pass and focus on the good that is coming. I thought you deserved the right of reply because all over the country, word that is going out is that Arthur and Sheppy, they backstabbed the coach because that's what he told them.
His son backstabbed?
His son
backstabbed? Us. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because he was a problem as well.
No, I see. Yeah, it's all right.
No, that one. Look, it's a bit unfortunate in the situation of Zita. I think it happened that.